MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you could bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Steve Carlton gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Pee Wee Reese. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Robinson on second. Reese on at first with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Line towards center field. Ashburn is right there, one down. And he is in there.
That is good. The right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Not a lot of doubt about that home run, and with show track we can see why. 118 miles an hour off the bat. You hit it that hard and you get some air under it, and it's not going to stay in the ballpark.
Standing in now, Matt Kemp. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now the 2-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
At the plate, Russell Martin. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And the Dodgers bats just keep going as this is extra bases as well. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here as he just didn't have it today as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Chris Short comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. So now to the plate, Carmen Valdez. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. From the stretch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 2-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9,
Next for the Dodgers, Don Sutton. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Number 2 there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies nothing. Don Sutton will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Settling in now, Richie Ashburn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Slow little roller to third. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, no left fielder, number 2.
So next to the plate for the Phils, number 2. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. This one's flared out toward left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, Ryan Howard.
Into the box, Ryan Howard. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Up high, 2-1 now. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Jackie Robinson.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ashburn is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, They're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the box, Pee Wee Reese. Grounded to short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next day big.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a good bounce-back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies nothing. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
The 1-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Ball 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Ready now, Bobby Abreu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First and second here with nobody out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Aaron Dalton.
Digging in now, Darren Dalton. Now the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. First and second now, one man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try it again, 3-2. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
At the plate, Jimmy Rollins. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Now the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Fouled away. Bases are loaded with only one out. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And the run will score on the sac fly as they're hanging around at 5-2 now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richie Ashburn. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, runners at first and second. And it misses. 3-1 now.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Popped him up. Martin waits on it. And the inning is over. So they wind up with a couple of gift runs here on no hits as the runs were pretty much handed to them. We played 2 full. The Dodgers lead it 5-2. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So here's Cody Bellinger. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. at the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
To the plate now, Matt Kemp. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Another payoff pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Ready to take his hacks again, Ron Say, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Heading out towards shallow right. Abreu will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and it remains 5-2. Digging in to try it again. Number 2, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-2 now. Now here it comes.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Ryan Howard. Pulled toward right center field. Kemp will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail 5-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Russell Martin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
That's down into left center for a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
In now, Carmen Valdez. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. His first homer here in the series, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Standing in now, Don Sutton. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
7 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. In there, 1-2 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Pee-wee Reese. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. The 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 7 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Full count to Reese, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the great Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snider. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. A runner on first with 2 away. tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Don't want to forget about it. Here now the 2-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Phillies 2. Striding in once again, Chase Utley. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the series, as it's now a 7-3 game. So now to the plate, Darren Dalton. On the run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Jimmy Rollins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Hit to 3rd. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phils do get one back on the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Phillies 3. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and you can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp. 2 balls and a strike.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Now back, first baseman, Ron Say.
Digging in once again, Ron Say. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. But they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Richie Ashburn. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, this one's going to upset him for a little bit. You make the pitcher work the way he did right there, and that's the end result. That one sticks with you for a while.
Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, number 2. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Lifted in the air to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Howard.
Ready for another shot now, Ryan Howard. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope. It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Count remains 2-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Ready once again, Russell Martin, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. The 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Ashburn comes on now, and he has it, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carmen Valdez.
Carmen Valdez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. A 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Number 2 will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The pitcher, number 20, John Sutton.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Don Sutton, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. 2 out, nobody on. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Mike Schmidt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box, Chase Utley. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
This is line to left, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Digging in and looking for more, Bobby Abreu. Runners on first with 1 down. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up at the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Standing in now, Darren Dalton. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Digging in, Jimmy Rollins. He singled his last time up. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 pitch. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Chuck Klein will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch, and he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On to the 7th now in Game 3. Dodgers lead this one 7-4. Juan Nicasio is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 12. Juan Nicasio.
7th inning ready to roll. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Jackie Robinson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Abreu is there to put it away for route number 1.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop, Pee-wee Reese.
Now batting, Pee-wee Reese. set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Three and one is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
One out, nobody on. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ashburn is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 4, Snyder.
Striding into the box, Duke Snyder. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 2-2 pitch. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They hold a 7-4 lead.
Correct.
Scott Alexander gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Scott Alexander.
Leading off the inning, Richie Ashburn, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Alexander is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-2. Hit weakly on the ground to short. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, number 2.
So stepping in, number 2. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. The 1-1 pitch. Alexander has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Pitch on the way.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Howard. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. The 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The 2-1 home. On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So coming to the plate, Matt Kemp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Ron Say. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They hold a 7-4 lead. Dylan Floro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Dylan Floro.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Schmidt, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Hit down the line at first. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
So now to the plate, Chase Utley scooped up. The throw to Robinson. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in the outfielder, Bobby Abreu. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Darren Dalton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the 9th now in Game 3. LA's on top 7-4. Jose Alvarez enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one. Coming to the plate now, Russell Martin. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Takes this the other way to right. Abreu is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
At the plate, Harman Valdez. This ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey guys, that's the danger of falling behind in the show. You miss over the heart of the plate with count leverage, you're going to pay for it.
Roy Campanella will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 39, Roy Campanella.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit.
And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the ninth, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The bat, number 1, shortstop, Pee Wee Reese.
At the plate, Pee Wee Reese, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Phillies 4. Kenta Maeda, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 18, Kenta.
In now, Darren Dalton. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. Now the 2-1. hard on the ground towards short. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jimmy Rollins. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you get it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Ennis will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Philly down to their last strike. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richie Ashburn. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. He struck him out, and that'll do it as they've won this series, so they'll move on.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.